Last night I had the opportunity to cross over to Liverpool via the messenger on the phone there and got hold of Justin Hopper. It was organised a couple of weeks ago, and unfortunately I had a few issues with the roadcaster with some echoing on his behalf, but I was lucky enough to get about 15, 16 minutes with him on the roadcaster and just touch base with the Liverpool trip and the dates coming over and what we're going to do over there. It was good fun. So there's a little snippet of it. I just thought I'd put it out there, and can't wait for Monday, get this thing on the road. So enjoy it. It's only a quick one, and I'll talk to everyone in about 6 weeks. Goodbye. This is a Milne Road Studios production. In Adelaide, Australia. Brum, bum, bum, bum. Brum, bum, 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 bum. Here we go. All right. Let's see what we can do here. Hey, I can see you. How you going anyway, buddy?
I'm really good. Mate. How are you, Ashman?
We're going pretty good here. We're what are we now? September.
Yes.
As you know, I did have a birthday last what day was that? 29th of August, so it must have been last Thursday or something like that. So
how was your birthday? Did you have a good one?
Yeah, 56 now. How crazy is that?
No way. You don't look a day over 55.
You're a good man. How's my old Liverpool going?
Yeah, it's quite rainy. It's been raining all morning. It's not been the best summer. To be honest with you, it's just like we just don't know what to expect from one day to the next. Weather-wise, it's been great. It's like as soon as it's September, though, you just know it's gonna get grey. It's gonna get rainy, but it's all good. It's always sunshine here with all our positive vibes. And I suppose it's been your winter, and it's probably been warmer than our summer, probably, I imagine.
Yeah, at the moment, I reckon we're around 23 C. Like it's good now. It's just starting to come out of winter. But our winters here are only, look at worst. If we got 12 degrees, we might get a light skimping of hail or snow on Mount Lofty, which is only 1,000 metres high. We're not very, in Adelaide, we don't have very big hills here. We're sort of a coastal town here. I've got a book coming over from Adelaide, like the one you sent me, the Lavina one. I've got South Aussie with Cozzy coming over, so I've got a book for you. I've got lots of shirts coming over. Got some stubby holders for you, and
awesome.
I think it'll be a great day overnighter and in the morning. Mandy, if Mandy's football team, like this, we're talking AFL here, not soccer. But on the morning of the breakfast on the way back to London, she's got the AFL grand final from 6 a.m. So we'll have to get up early again from the night before, and we'll have to start early again before you put us back on the train.
I reckon when you come here, Ash, I reckon you guys are going to love it that much. You won't even want to get back on the train. I think you'll just want to stay.
I think that's probably going to be right.
And is it so is AFL Aussie rules football?
Yeah, Australian rules football, AFL.
Yeah, you'll have to get me up to speed on that, because when I was a kid, I've watched it a little bit. For some reason, it was on UK television, the Aussie Rules football, and I've watched a little bit when I was a kid, and I was trying to get my head around what the hell was going on. I was like, is this like a combination of football and soccer and rugby? And then there was a lot of violence going on. I was like, this is quite cool, actually. I could get used to watching this, but I didn't have a clue what was going on.
You got 2 goal posts and you got 2 point posts. That's how it works.
Yeah.
So how it works, if you kick the goal through the big 2 posts, you get 6 points, and if you go to the small post, you only get 1.
Well, it's a big difference. So you really want to go for
you got to get to the middle.
Yeah, it's like a rugby post, but with a soccer goal underneath, am I right in saying? You want to get it over like a rugby conversion, basically.
Pretty well without the bar. So you've got the bar to get over, like with the rugby. Whereas the AFL, it goes from the ground up to the top of the post. You've just got to kick it between the 2 big sticks.
Yeah, and is it true that they fight quite regularly, or is that just a myth?
They're trying to get that out of the game, but they're trying to reduce the trauma on head traumas. So, a bit like the American football and probably the rugby union in your country there, is that they're trying to get rid of all that head damage that causes problems later in life.
Yeah,
so
sure.
At the moment, they're more athletic than, Aussie rules going back in the 80s, and they used to take people out, and they just punch up.
Yeah.
But these days it's a bit different. But you can't just sort of punch on anymore like they used to.
No, well, it seems a little bit similar as well to what they have in Ireland. They have in Ireland they have Gaelic football.
Yep.
So I think it's a little bit similar to Gaelic football in some respects, from what I can gather, anyway.
Yeah, and the Aussies do go over for the Gaelic footy as well. So you're playing with a round ball instead of an oval ball that doesn't bounce normal. Whereas like a soccer ball or that sport you're talking about is a round ball. So it's a little bit more predictable. Yes, you can curve it, you can bend it like Beckham, and let's go Liverpool, let's go Liverpool. So don't worry, I've got your red top so that you look like a Liverpool supporter when I bring it over. So you'll have.
Maybe I could start the first Liverpool Aussie rules. I don't know if there is one. I don't think there is. Maybe I could start a Liverpool Aussie rules football club here, and we can come on tour to Adelaide.
Hope so. We could come up with whatever we want. So I think there's only one team in the AFL that's got red, and that might be Melbourne. So you've got Adelaide, Melbourne, Sydney, Brisbane that goes up the east coast. So it's pretty cool.
Well, so look, mate, my allegiance is with you, mate. I'm gonna have to support Adelaide. There's no other option for me, mate.
Adelaide's still pretty punchy as well. You've got Port Adelaide and you've got the Crows. So either way, it's fairly punchy at the best of times here. So no, it's good fun though. Mandy barracks for Port. I'm a New York Yankees fan, so I like the baseball because I still am involved with the baseball here in Adelaide. But no, it's good. It's great fun. It's good to have diversity. It's good to talk about stuff that you don't normally get to talk about. Which is going to be good about the Liverpool one. We got the new Brighton radio tops, and they look fantastic. I've got a few to bring over that you can hand out to your buddies as well, and there might be a Milne Road studio for one of the girls that can wear a short sleeve, little medium one. So I've got bits and pieces, but I got stubby holders, I got stickers, I've got this book. I'll show you this book. Oh, I can't show you the book at the minute. But
it's not up at the moment, so yeah.
But I'll bring you this book over. It's about just under an inch thick. It's pretty thick, so it
Nice.
might weigh down my suitcase. But this one's coming all the way to Liverpool, and it'll stop with you. So I was
Well,
trying
yeah,
to I was trying to get the guy to sign it, saying, Justin Liverpool, Cozzy from South
nice.
Aussie, but I don't know whether I can get him. He is a celebrity, so but I'll try to.
Amazing. I look forward to reading that. I really look forward to seeing you. Honestly, like your time. I know you're here for like a whirlwind. 24 hours in Liverpool and New Brighton here, but I'm telling you, it's going to be amazing. You're going to have such a good time. You'll be treated like VIPs. I'll show you some sights. We'll go up the Radio City Tower in Liverpool, so you can see the whole city and everywhere from above. We can go on the ferry. We can go to the Cavern Club, the famous Cavern Club with the Beatles. Come down into my seaside town here, New Brighton, which is just over the water from Liverpool. We'll go for some nice food. See all the street art here. Everyone's gonna love you, and of course, the radio. That's gonna be fantastic. I can't wait to have you on.
That'll be a beauty. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, it'll be great. And I've been researching actually. I've been listening to all your podcasts. I think I've pretty much listened to every one now. And I've been doing a bit of research into Adelaide because, I've never, until meeting you, I mean, I've heard of Adelaide, but I don't know the first thing about it. I couldn't even tell you before where in Australia it is. I couldn't even tell you. But now I've been doing a bit of research and I see you've got like, it looks like a really nice city, and then you've got like the mountain ranges there, and it's right on the coast. So it looks really nice there.
We have very good soil here for wine. So
Oh, that suits me.
so you've got so you got the Barossa Valley and you've got McLaren Vale, which are both two big wine areas. One's north, one's south, and these wines go worldwide. They're of that good quality. Just thinking when we finish this little short audio, I'll come back online and just chat to you offline as well, which will be good. So, but at the end of the day, there's some great wines here. I don't know if you're into reds or whites or both or whatever, but there's
All wine.
there's very very good quality stuff here. So what I'll try to do, see what I can bring with me and what I can't, what I can get into the suitcase in regards to weight. But I want to get this Adelaide book to you because it does explain everything in regards to the wine, because the wine's not only as good as Europe, it's probably better. And that's not brush and paint my own brush, load my own brush here. It is a very good. We're as south as you can go, except for Tasmania, which is to the bottom of Victoria. If you look on the world map, there's only Antarctica below us. So we're Sydney's on the right, Perth is on the left. We're smack bang, slightly to the right of centre towards Melbourne.
Yeah.
And as I said, there's Kangaroo Island. If you look in the book there, there's so many places you can go here in Adelaide, and you go, fuck me, this place is, not even recognised anywhere in the world because it's so fucking, it's as far north as Nordic. You're as far south as you can go before you get down to Antarctica. So, even when the planes fly to South Africa, every now and then they'll take off from Sydney or Melbourne and they'll fly down to Antarctica on the way to South Africa.
Well,
Because it's that close.
It's funny you mentioned Antarctica there because, funnily enough, before I go to sleep at night, I mean, I go to the gym in the morning and then I'm working all day throughout the week. Obviously, I've got my own business with the magazine and the radio show and I promote stuff. So, I'll be in the office here till probably 10 this evening. I'll be pulling a 12-hour shift. But before I go to bed at night, I watch something on YouTube. So I've been watching all your podcasts. and you've with your alien and UFO
Yes.
podcast sort of inspired me to get back into that type of thing. So I've been watching all sorts on YouTube, and only last night actually I watched a really interesting documentary about Antarctica and about the basically there's life forms that we don't even know about and land underneath Antarctica, underneath the big ice, like thousands of meters of ice. You've got like there's volcanoes underneath there, and it creates a bit of like a warm water, basically. Well, warm-ish, relatively. But I was watching an interesting documentary, and there's like land masses and all sorts underneath Antarctica that we haven't barely. And there's a land there. There's like a continent almost like underneath the ice that's bigger than Australia that we haven't even tapped into. I mean, who knows what's under there? Eh?
I would say there's more activity down there than anywhere in the world, and I think the more you read into it, Justin, the more it will scare you away from the topic, because every country's got something down there. There's a lot of military down there, and at this stage, it's too scary to go down that far, because they're talking off-world stuff down there. It's stuff we shouldn't even be talking about over the air. It's pretty scary, but it's exciting. You got Louis Elizondo's just released his book in America called Imminent. That one's out as well. I don't know if you've heard about that one. He was with the Pentagon, and he's now sort of another whistleblower that's come from high up. And they're talking exotic materials. They're talking all this stuff. That's way above my level, at least. Once again, if we go back, and I'll give you a call back in 2 secs, and get you on face so that you can see me. But once again, I lost Scotty Miller, as you know, my buddy here that used to sit in the chair, and that was just after Australia Day, just after the 26th of January, and he hanged himself on the very fucking thing he sold himself, and it was sad. He's got a 16-year-old son, and it's very sad. He's got a wife, all that sort of gear, and I've now got Sonny Lerm. If you've seen the last couple of podcasts where the paranormal ones, I've got Sonny coming on, and we've tried to turn the corner, and he's very much about mental health as well. So we're very similar to you. I know how positive you are in regards to the work that you do, and try to keep positive stories coming in for everybody. And, this La Vida Liverpool, which I promote on just about every podcast now, which is fantastic.
Oh, no. Thanks, mate.
And, it's sort of an offshoot for us that we can pick up on your energy and try to promote that in Adelaide, because we are a little town. We've only got 1.5 million living here in South Australia, and we've probably got about 800,000 people only in Adelaide itself. But, once again, we tip our hat to you, and we're sort of that positive drive now into the mental health, and we generally try to close up most of the podcasts every week, because we're now doing one a week now, which is fantastic. Promote very much that you give your buddies a ring, give your girlfriends a ring, find that good energy, like Justin Hopper's doing in Liverpool. Come on, let's follow that. It's worldwide. Come on, find the fun. What I'll do, I'll hang up now, mate. I'll get off this podcast, and I'll come back to you face to face, and we'll have a chat.
Yeah, awesome, mate. Awesome.
Good on you, man. I'll give you a call in 30 seconds.
Speak to you in 30, bro. Nice one.
See you, buddy.
Cheers, man.
Bye.